I've been feeling like I'm ready for the top. Got the pedal to the metal, I've been grinding non-stop, killing every instrumental, and I knew just what I wanted. Now I gotta go and get it, and I'm never looking back, only looking where I'm headed. And I doubt it for a minute, trying to get another win.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mushy bringing you guys another video. In this video, we're going to basically be talking about how the end of Season 5 will end up turning out and how Season 6 is going to start. Now, guys, there has been a lot that has been happening in Season 5. Starting off with the end of Season 4, basically the rocket flying around and putting a crack in our sky. And then starting Season 5 off with a bunch of things spawning in the game. I guess we got the whole new Paradise Palm spawning in the game, and just the map changed completely. Now, it wasn't like 100% change, but it was a pretty dramatic change where that whole Paradise area of the map, Moisey Mire, it got a little bit more traffic due to that and the challenges and stuff like that, pushing people that way. So that side of the map, definitely a good place to go to land to actually get things. So I'm definitely glad they did that with the update, just because I know a lot of people do miss Moisey Mire, but the thing is Moisey Mire wasn't a jam-packed place. Nobody really went there. You only went there if there was challenges there, or if you were just kind of bad at the game and you were just one of those persons or people that just wanted to go there, loot up and stuff like that. But the new Paradise Palms, definitely a good addition to the map. But we're going to talk about the changes coming into Fortnite Battle Royale. So how I think Season 5 is going to end and how a lot of people are actually predicting Season 5 is going to end. There's a lot of game files and patch files that we're actually all looking at and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over all that stuff. But I want to start off with some images of what people made thinking that this is how Season 6 is going to start and what it's going to look like. So as you guys can see on screen right now, it's just an image of like a dinosaur with Season 6. Guys, these things are really easy to make in Photoshop. These are not real. Whenever you see stuff like this, it's not real. It's just people probably just photoshopping ideas of how they think Season 6 is going to happen, but there's no way that this is actually going to happen. Now, the reason people think that this was the way that it was going to go is because they had the dinosaur skins, they had the dinosaur things over at Paradise and stuff like that, and the whole rift thing is going to, I guess, bring people back in time into the dinosaur stone age, but that's not going to be a thing that happens in Fortnite. This is just fan art basically, and it's not a real scenario. It's not really going to happen. The next thing is underwater. Now, I see why some people could probably think of the underwater thing, and that's because the whole Loot Lake area, everyone's talking about Loot Lake. There's a bunch of files with Loot Lake. Something's going to happen to Loot Lake within the game. At the start of the season, we thought that there was going to be a massive pyramid that spawns on top of Loot Lake, but we were wrong. But we did see codings in the files, in the game files, that Loot Lake had some type of importance in Season 5, but we don't know what it is yet. Until this video, you guys are actually going to find out exactly what is happening with Loot Lake. So after everything has happened, we had this big, random, mysterious cube spawn into the planet, basically the Fortnite map. Nobody knew what the heck it was. It happened during like one of the summer skirmish games, which was insane. In Ninja's lobby, they were like, what the heck is this, what's going on? Nobody knew what it was about, nobody knew what was happening, but it was cool because it was something that they added to the game. But now they're kind of drawing it out. Like it's been doing nothing for the past, like, I think 2 weeks or something like that, where it's just moved around the map, made gravity-free zones, left some prints around the map and stuff like that. So nothing really special that can dramatically change the game or anything like that, but it did do some minor changes within the game. I know a lot of you guys already know this stuff. I'm just covering this for anyone that is new to Fortnite and is curious basically what's going on. So I'm going to show you guys an image on screen. This is what people thought was going to happen. Tilted Towers was going to be completely destroyed by this meteor, or this cube, and it's been a thing ever since, I believe, Season 3. Everyone was like, oh, Tilted Towers is going to be destroyed. Tilted Towers is going to be destroyed. Every season that has happened, Tilted Towers is supposedly supposed to be destroyed. Last one, it was supposed to be that the meteor was going to hit Tilted Towers. The next season, the rocket was supposed to hit Tilted Towers. And now this season, people are saying that the cube was supposed to destroy Tilted Towers. I think it's just a thing that everyone wishes or maybe thinks is going to happen, but it probably will never happen, just because it is a very populated city. It has a lot of loot, stuff like that, and they're always doing renovations to Tilted Towers. So I don't think they would do renovations just to destroy it yet. So I do not believe Tilted Towers is going to be destroyed quite yet, but then again, I could be wrong. You never know with Fortnite dev team. They're always doing things that we just don't predict. We can never predict and stuff like that. But some of the things that we do know about this little mysterious cube is that it spawned over by Paradise Palms. Now basically what happened was there was lightning strikes happening all over the map, especially around this area, and there was like cactuses surrounding this random spot. The cactuses were each getting striked every 30 minutes, and basically after 30 minutes, or after all the cactuses cactus was strike, there was a huge lightning strike, and it ended up spawning this cube here. Now this is a cube that if you shoot at it, it will end up shocking you and sending you flying. So basically it does not like to be messed with and stuff like that. It also moves around the map. It creates these gravity free zones, and it also leaves prints within the map. Now a lot of people believe that the prints ended up, there was I believe 8 or 16 prints total, something like that, and a lot of people thought, hey, these prints look like Tilted Towers, like if you put them all together it matches exactly the Tilted Towers map, so they thought it was going to destroy Tilted Towers for that reason right there. But that was not the case. It was just, I guess, a coincidence, maybe, who knows. It could still destroy Tilted Towers, but I don't think so. Who knows? You never know, like I said. But another thing that we do know is on screen right now, this is an image of basically what is going to be happening with the cube. So as you guys see, the X marks exactly where the cube landed and where it rotated to. Now each one of those little cube images that you see on screen, those are where the gravity free zones are actually going to be spawned at. Now so far 3 of those are correct. The next one that it's heading to is Retail Row. After that it goes right to Wailing Woods over by Lucky Landing, and then it goes to, I guess, kind of like below Pleasant Park, and then over to Loot Lake. And honestly, the game files, right when the thing popped up, a lot of people saw that the files showed 8 spawn locations, which as you can see on screen, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, or actually maybe it was 7 spawn locations, or actually 8, because the X is the last spawn location. So there's 8 spawn locations, and then the last leading spot is going to be a lake, and nobody knew exactly what that meant. They thought that every roll was going to be a spawn location, and then it was going to basically land in like the closest lake to the actual location where it first landed at, but they were completely wrong. Some people knew automatically, hey, Loot Lake is going to be destroyed, nobody likes it, everyone wanted to get rid of it from the start, so this is exactly where it's going to land. So we do know that it's going to end in Loot Lake. Now what is it going to do to Loot Lake? Let's cover over some of the loading screens, because if you guys don't know, Fortnite likes to add the loading screens to the game to actually signify what's happening within the season. So if you guys don't know, if you can complete 9 out of the 10 weekly challenges, you get this bonus loading screen right here. So as you can see right here in the image right now, we have the whole Rift skin over here to the right acting like he's taking a picture while his friends are curious what this cube is. Now this kind of leads me to think like maybe he knows what it is and he's just like having fun with it, while all his other friends from the Fortnite map are curious, like they don't know what's going on. They're like, what is this thing? They're all like, as you guys can see, it looks like the Raptor skin ended up getting shocked and pushed away. The Love Ranger skin is curious what's going on, and in the far back you can see the Rainbow Bright Bomber, or whatever you guys want to call her, is back there touching it, poking at it, looking at it, curious what's going on. But he's just chilling. He's literally just sitting there acting like he's taking a picture with his hands and stuff like that, because I think he knows what's going on. So this is just my personal opinion. This is just off of looking of these images what I think is going to happen. So he already knows what's happening. So if we go to the next loading screen, that is so far it was leaked, no one else has this. This is just a leaked image thanks to 2 epic buddies. They always leak everything. As you can see, if you zoom into the last loading screen, you can see the actual Bright Bomber sitting here poking at the cube, and she sees a reflection in the cube. Now the reflection honestly looks exactly like the face paint. It basically looks like an evil version of the Bright Bomber. So I think that maybe this cube has something evil to do. It's going to end up changing the map and making it very evil, making all the characters have ability to change their skin. If you guys don't know, they had the Tomato Man, and then they made another version with Tomato Temple. Tomato Man had the same exact face paint on his face, so maybe that was the evil version, and they're going to be doing this with a few of the skins that we've seen so far in the loading screens and stuff like that. So that'll definitely be cool to see something like that. Who knows if it will. And if you're looking at the image on the right, like if she's looking at herself, you can see there's like, instead of the little llama in her shirt, it's like a dragon breathing fire. So who knows what it could possibly mean. It just shows what the cube's probably gonna end up doing. And in-game files, we have leaks of the actual, like, a volcano coming to the lake. So a lot of people suggested, oh, there's going to be something that happens with the lake, stuff like that. It might be true, you guys. Something is still going to happen to Loot Lake. We all thought it was going to be a massive pyramid that comes to Loot Lake. Others are suggesting that a volcano is going to come from Loot Lake. So we actually have an image of what the next season map is going to look like, and this is starting to get crazy, because we're not just getting into like normal stuff, we're getting into like mythical, snow, desert, just a whole bunch of different atmospheres in one map, which is crazy. As you guys can see on screen right now, this is the image of the new map that people are rumoring to be season 6 new map. So basically over to the left we have a whole snow side, we still have Paradise Palms desert side. Loot Lake just looks like there's a whole crack inside of the whole middle of the map. This is supposedly supposed to be a volcano. As you can see, Tilted Towers is still there, every other city is still there. It's just Loot Lake completely got destroyed and it is now a volcano. Now this is a massive volcano because it covers almost from Loot Lake and it cracked throughout the whole entire map. Up at the top left where Junk Junction area is, where that mountain is, there's nothing really special there, but it looks like there's water and like some type of black mountain. Now I think that's where like the dragon layer is going to be, so it's going to be a cool little dungeon type mountain and stuff like that. So that's my personal opinion on what is going to happen in Fortnite season 5 to start off season 6. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now we do have in-game files of a volcano appearing in Loot Lake, so that's why a lot of people are suggesting this was fan made, so who knows, you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate the likes more than anything.